Hi friends, welcome to Stitchery. Today's tutorial is all about making your own bows. I'm going to show you 5 different methods for making bows out of ribbon, and this video is brought to you by Helen because she left me a comment in my last video about Christmas cards wanting to know how I make my bows. So hi Helen, I hope you're watching. Let me know what you think of this video. The first method we're going to do is using your own hand as your bow guide. So you're going to take 2 fingers. This is basically going to be your mold for your loops. So take your ribbon, you're going to wrap it as many times as you want. So you could do a multi-bow here. On your last pass, you're going to go backwards, see this, around, loop it underneath and grab your tail. Then you're going to tuck it back through here once more to make your knot. This method, while it works and it is relatively simple, took me about 30 times of watching someone do this the first time I saw it. So if it seems a little confusing at first, just watch it again. Okay, then you take it off your fingers here, fluff out your bow like so, and look at that. Perfectly cute. And I'm going to show you how it looks on a card because why not? I like cards. So here is a card I made. And this is that same technique, same bow, same size even. Look at that, because my hands are the same. So this I made here, and by the way, all the cards I'm going to show you are from the new Bo Bunny Botanical Journal line. If you like this, I love these like seed packets and stuff. I'll put a link to this paper line in my description. So here I put that bow, and for this other bow, this is our bow number 2. How I made this one here is a fake bow. Oh. Behind the scenes, a little scandalous. This isn't real. There's going to be a couple fake bows, by the way. So for this fake bow, I'll show you how I made that. Let me clip this. You're going to want some kind of wire. You can get wire at the craft store in the flower section, or a lot of times, depending on the kind of flowers you're using, you can clip the wire from other flowers. Let me show you. Do any of you have these kind of things? I love these because I love little rosettes. These are on wires. So if you pull one of these out, you can clip your rose and still use that for a project. But then you have some wire for your ribbon. What I did for this one is I just made some loops like so. Then instead of tying it, I just folded it in half, and I'm going to put my wire at the base here. This is a good technique if, like on this card, you want to tuck things behind flowers. You're just going to twist your wire. I guess you could probably use like twine or thread for this too, but it might just be a little bit trickier. And then you can clip your extra wire, or you could tuck it up underneath like this. Then I just glued it directly under my flower, like so. I'll show you. Maybe you could see a little bit closer up here. See that? Same method we just did. No one would ever know. Not a real bow. So that's the first 2. Love it. I love what bows do to a card. It really just finishes it nicely. And just, it's cute. That's all. It's just cute. So the next thing I want to show you is a similar technique to what we used with our hands, but this is with an actual bow maker. This is called the Bow It All. I love it. I've done another tutorial on it if you want to see some more techniques with this. The thing that's nice about a bow maker is it gives you extra fingers. So this, I have 4 posts put in. There's also additional posts that come with it. So you can do a multi-tiered bow, and you could do big bows. See all of these little posts here? That's basically your size for your bow. So if you do wreaths, something like that, or giant gifts, you want a nice big bow, you can move these out however you want. So for this, I put my ribbon on here. I'm going to take this. It's a similar technique to what we did the first time. You're going to wrap this however many times you want. I'll do 2 up here, and then I'll do 2 down here. You just kind of zigzag it like so. Then when you're done, you're going to bring one side over the top, the other side around the bottom, and you're going to tie it in a little bow, huh, if you will. Okay, and just tighten it how you want before you take it off the posts. Kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Then you're gonna just pull it right off the top. And now you have a two-tiered bow, which is kind of fun. So while the finger option works, this is nice because you can do different sized loops all at once. Or you could use multiple colors of ribbon all at once, which can get a little bit trickier when you're just dealing with your own hand and you only have one free hand to use. So that's that bow. How cute is that? And let me show you what that looks like on a card too. Ta-da! What do you think of that? Cute, right? So this is from Prima here, if you're wondering. The rest of this collection is that same bow bunny, and I just tucked this pretty champagne double bow. Actually, I guess it's a quadruple bow, but this under here, and I love it. It just looks so cute, nice and finished that way. For our next bow, we're gonna do another fake one. For this, I like doing a fake bow when your ribbon is huge like this, because a knot sometimes will add too much bulk, and I wanted to finish it with a button. So what you're gonna do, take another piece of wire. I'm just gonna use one from this same set of roses, and you're gonna make your loops. If you can't tell, I really like double bows. I think all of these today are at least double bows. Okay, so when you're happy with it and kind of evened it out, you're gonna trim your ribbon, and you're gonna take your wire and just pinch your whole set together like that. See? And then you're gonna use your wire instead of knotting it. This is a great technique. I probably use this technique overall the most. Okay, and just twist it. Fluff this out in a pretty way. And it may look strange at first because there's no knot, but if you're gonna put a flower over it or a button or something like that, you'll never know. And it ends up looking just like a real bow. But look at how cute is that? Super easy, right? And if you mess it up, it's super easy to take apart too. So here's what this looks like with the button. I made it the exact same way. No one would ever know, don't tell. Okay, so our last bow, I'm gonna use wrinkled ribbon or seam binding for this. This is another semi-fake bow. So what I did for these, and I use this method most times when I'm dealing with this kind of ribbon. What I'm gonna do is, you're gonna make your loops. And in this case, I also did a double bow. So here's my double bow, okay? You following me so far? I've got 2 loops on both ends. I'm gonna cut it. Then I'm gonna twist it. And I'm gonna use more of the seam binding to tie a knot around the middle. And the reason I like this for seam binding is because I could make really even loops. And it also gives me 2 tails on my seam binding, which makes it look even fuller. So I'm gonna try to, there we go, grab the base there and pull it. So it is a real bow, but it's actually with 2 separate pieces of seam binding. And look how cute it is. And again, now I have extra. See, I have 2 tails on both sides along with 2 bows, which I just think makes it look fabulous, because wrinkled ribbon is all about like this kind of fluffy mess. Glorious mess, but it is a mess. I'll show you again if I have enough here. So I'm gonna do this one. I may not have enough. I'll use a different color. You could do that too. You could do that however you want. So here's my 2 loops. It might actually be easier to see this with another color. Then I'm going to just tie this in the middle. Like so. Tie it in the middle there. Make sure your loops are kind of even. And that's how easy that is. Yeah, this does actually look better with two-tone because now you can see what I was doing. So that's how I tie my seam binding basically every time. How cute, right? Again, you could use different colors throughout this. Just grab a bunch, loop them up, tie them up. They're so cute when they're fluffy. So that is my tutorial for today. We have this fun little seam binding trick, secret wire trick, secret not even a bow trick, finger bow doohickey thing, and the bow it all technique. What do you think? And what is your favorite? Have you tried any of these before? And be sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, check it out and try it out. Let's make some stuff. Bye!